Hello, everybody. It's Talmar Anderson. Time for Talmar's Truths Happy Hour. And today we're talking about that overwhelming feeling of, I'm such a hot mess. How could I possibly hire? It wouldn't be fair to them. I wouldn't know where to start. What do I do if I'm a hot mess and I need to hire? It's an excellent question. And I'm telling you, we've all felt it before. So forgive me. I'm drinking water today. Every now and then it happens. Shh, don't tell people. But I'm still going to cheers you because you know what I know? I know you're out there, you're doing it, you're working for your clients, you're working for your team, you are doing everything you can to step into that boss role so that you, your family, your friends, your business, your clients can get the benefits. So cheers to you, boss. Water. I do love me some water. So today we're talking about if you feel like you're a hot mess, you can't imagine that it would be fair to hire, right? You think I need to get things in order. I need to have an organization and a very specific plan about how they're going to work. And I need to have every detail. If I don't sit down and figure it all out, and I haven't even saved their whole salary yet. So how could I possibly go about hiring somebody? I'm too much of a hot mess. Well, first take a deep breath. And I'm going to tell you, that's exactly when you need to hire. The number one thing you need to be thinking about if you feel like you're too much of a hot mess is it's not going to get better. If you already know that hiring is something you need in your business and you put it off because you're too busy or too overwhelmed or too stressed out, you need to understand that's only going to compound on itself. And it is exactly the time that you need to take a breath, take a plan of action, and start to identify what you need to hire for, attract the right person, and really go through a diligent matching process so that you only hire the best possible people for your team. And I know that seems like it's a lot of time, but I'll tell you, it doesn't have to be, especially if you take the time to truly focus instead of trying to fit in your hiring process as you go. So the first thing is, if you feel like you're a hot mess and you're way too overwhelmed, couldn't possibly hire, that's exactly the time you need to do it because it's only going to get worse. The second thing you need to know about if you're feeling like you're too much of a hot mess to hire is to be aware that you don't need to start with a full-time person. If you're overwhelmed in your business, sometimes just hiring a vendor for specific skills or a portion of the workload that is overwhelming you can really help. The nice part about hiring a vendor over a direct employee is you're absolutely guaranteed that they will have the expertise you need. Now, you still have to go through the hiring process. You still need to identify what you need. You still need to look for and attract the right kind of vendor. You still need to vet them to make sure they actually can do what they say they're going to do. It's the same process, regardless of whether it's a vendor, an independent contractor, or an employee. But do be mindful that sometimes we can start small. A great place for a lot of small businesses is outsourcing some of your marketing. A lot of times you can outsource your SEO, you can outsource your community management, you can outsource your Facebook ads, you can outsource your ClickFunnels, your CRM. You can look for just a piece that takes a good chunk of your time and hire an expert company to handle that for you, because that creates enough space for you to sit back and go, okay, let's really get serious about the organizational structure of this company as we're growing and getting busier. It's an important piece of growth. We have to think about how we're going to hire, when we're going to hire. Don't worry, I'm not trying to overwhelm you more. We're here for you. Boss Actions is always here, and we're happy to help you whatever stage you're at. But right now, don't let the feeling of overwhelm and the feeling of being pulled in too many directions keep you stuck there. You have to take a change of action. And oftentimes, a vendor is a great place to start with your hiring, just to get a little space in your calendar. All right, so the first thing that we can do is we can understand that it's not going to get better if we don't start taking action. The second thing we can do is we can understand that we don't have to go big. We don't have to go directly with a full-time employee with our first hire or right now. If that's too much, thinking about how a new position is going to work in your structures, who they report to, who's going to train them. If that's more than you've got the space for, just start with a vendor and get rid of a little bit of that workload so that you and your company have some breathing room. So then the third piece is, remember, as a boss, you do not need to have all the answers before you hire someone. I know, crazy talk. You do not need to know the answer to everything they're going to ask. You don't even have to have your full handbook written. It might just be a thought in your head, or it might not have even been a thought yet. But the sooner you hire someone, the sooner you will have the space to finish that employee handbook or create it if it hasn't been started. The sooner that you hire the right people in the right positions, the more chance you'll have to generate more revenue to cover the whole year's salary. We don't need to have the whole year's salary in the bank. That's not how people get paid. We need to understand how to identify what our business needs, how to attract them, how to how to match them, make sure that we only hire the right people for the right job. And then we have to learn how to step into that boss role to really motivate, lead, and celebrate them, right? That's the fun part. It's so much fun working with awesome people doing the right job. It's so, I wish I could share with you all of the excitement. And my clients are saying wonderful things that literally just warm me up, because I know it means their businesses are growing. They are finding the right people. And for some people, that's just a part-time person. For some people, it's a full-time person. For some people, it's a high-level specialist. For some people, it's a entry-level customer service, right? It just depends what your business needs. So as always, don't let the excuse that I'm too busy to consider hire let you stay stuck. The more you tell yourself that, the more you're stuck in that situation, and the longer your chaos goes. And the missed opportunities, right? How many clients are you going to not be able to onboard because you just don't have enough space? The opportunities to do new and exciting things with your business. You are missing out because you're using this excuse, this limiting belief, however the word is you want to use it, that you have to have it all under control before you can bring anybody in. But if you bring the right people in, they help you get control. They take over pieces that you don't ever want to deal with again. Or better yet, they're just so good at it that you never have to deal with again. That's really what I want for you. That's why I'm so passionate about hiring. That's why I want you to understand that the way to get rid of that hot mess feeling is to start before all the pieces are lined up. Yes, it would be lovely if you had everything planned out and you knew the answer to every single question, exactly what year you're going to start a 401k matching contribution plan for your company and your employees. Just telling them that you hope to get to it in the next 2 years can sometimes be enough to motivate somebody to come on board to your growing, scaling business. You don't have to know everything. They might even ask you something you hadn't thought of. So what do I do about parking? Have we thought about the parking situation at where our office is based? Maybe not. And that's okay. You just admit what you don't know and you keep going. Don't let these things make your business miss the opportunity of growing to be this beautiful thing that serves customers, and your clients can't stop singing praises, and you get to have a growing team and the opportunity, and you'll get time and you'll get money, because as your business gets more successful and grows and scales, you get to have less on your calendar. But it's not until you bring the people in that can help you and bring the people in that will build the success that you can create the space to take control. I know, it's kind of a chicken and the egg, and I get it. It's frustrating. It's like that decision when you first decided to be a business owner, right? We knew a little bit about what we were getting into, but we just had to have faith that this was the right thing. Same thing with hiring. It seems like there's a lot going on right now, but I have faith that hiring will give me the space I need to continue to build and grow this business. I believe in you. This is Talmar's Truth Happy Hour. If I can help you in any way, drop a note in the comment, go ahead and direct message us, reach out by email, like us on Instagram, however you can let us know. We are here for you. Oh, the YouTube channel, don't forget, we're on YouTube now, like our YouTube channel. It's at Talmar Anderson. And in the meantime, cheers to you, boss, because I know you're feeling a little overwhelmed, but I promise The more people you get doing the right things, the more fun your business becomes. Cheers. See you next week. Bye.